Go Cinderella, go Cinderella. Orgasm, blush, lipstick, and concealer. Devil in a tight dress, girl, you a killer. And ain't nobody realer, and ain't nobody realer. Go.
Hi guys, I know I look pretty crazy right now, ignore it, but welcome to Trinette TV. I am Michelle, and I am a mother, a college student, a full-time worker, and I'm just someone trying to heal after a narcissistic relationship. I want to start this series. It's called Building My Life After a Narcissist, and I want to take you guys on this journey with me. What finally made me say I'm done was just that I realized that I have a son, and I need my son to be raised correctly as a man, and I don't want him to think, since my ex was treating me so bad and I was staying, I didn't want him to grow up thinking that that was okay to treat women that way. So once it finally stuck with me that I didn't want my child to keep enduring all that I was going through and carrying that weight, I decided to leave. And it wasn't easy, because I stayed so long out of fear of the what ifs after leaving, because I don't have a car, and I'm sure he did that on purpose. And I was like, well, if I leave, how am I going to get my child to daycare? How am I going to get to work? If I leave, how am I going to do this alone? I'm not ready to be alone. That's the things that made me stay. Fear had me staying. Did I love him? Yes. But at that point, love didn't matter. It was the way I was being treated. It was the way my child had to be in such an unstable environment. I didn't want that for him, and I no longer wanted it for me, so that made me leave. What does starting over look like? I'm currently living with my mom. I have another job, but that I took a pay cut for. I am trying to rebuild my credit, because thanks to him, my credit is destroyed. And I'm just taking things one day at a time to reclaim my peace. I mean, part of that is also going to court. Every time I've tried leaving this man, he's tried to take legal action against me. And I'm going to talk about that in my podcast. I might touch on it on here too, but it will definitely be in my podcast about how I've had to deal with the courts before him. I don't want to give y'all a hint of what happened, but y'all can guess. But it will be in my podcast. I just want you guys to know that this is not about perfection. This is about progress. Like, I really feel like I'm only documenting this because it's like a check on me, because I've gone back to him so many times. I want to make sure this time sticks, because it's something about a trauma bond that has your mind so messed up and wired to go back, even though you know what you're going back to. Whenever I'm gone, I'm thinking about the good times. I'm thinking about how we used to laugh together and have fun. But that was rare. That was very rare. It's like I forget about all the bad times. So this is to remind me that I need to do better for myself. I need to do better for my child. And I need to officially leave him alone. So I'm also taking you guys along for the court journey, because I am fighting to get a protective order against him. And I feel like I need this, because the first time I went to court for it, which you guys will see, I cried, because it's like I don't want to have to do this. But he has done me so much to the point where I need legal protection from him. And I touch on that in my podcast too, why I got a protective order. So he's just done me so much, and I used to try to brush it off and let it go. But this time I can't let it go. I need this for me to heal, because if I have to speak to him, it's going to be harder to heal. So I hope they grant me this protective order after I reveal all that he's done in the span of a month. He has done a lot, and this is the only way for me to continue on and be at peace for myself and for my child. If you guys have faced a narcissist in your life and you're trying to rebuild and find some peace after leaving them, just know you're not alone. That's why I want to document this too, so people can know that they're not alone. And it can also help somebody that's going through the same thing. You can know what to look out for. If these signs resonate with somebody that you're with, that's a good chance that you need to leave before things get worse, because I ignored the signs and I want to warn somebody else before it's too late. So if you want to follow along on this journey with me, please like, subscribe, and leave a heart in the comments if you guys are healing too from a narcissist. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Now I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me.